All right, we're going to take some time and talk about the difference between time management and time valuement. Now, I bring this up because I believe that many people are very much focused on time management and they're missing out on the opportunity to understand time valuement. So let's go through this, right? We have what everybody focuses on, time management. Now, what is time management? Time management is you taking a calendar. That has different schedules, right? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? And this is you placing things within the slots, managing your time, and hopefully tracking that calendar. Now, I'm going to get into this very deep with you right now. This is probably one of the most important things that you need to do. But before you do this, you have to understand the value of time valuement, right? So what is time valuement? It's taking these things and recognizing which one of them are truly what we consider to be money-making activities. And money-making activities are pushed to the top of the calendar and done in the beginning of the day. So let's look at this, okay? So now I'm going to write this in green because time valuement usually is what we call a money-making activity, so an MMA. Money-making activities mean that these particular things that you do, these particular pieces that you do, they are all about you making money. They help you put dollars in the bank, right? That is an MMA. Okay, so when we talk about time valuement, we're talking about the things that we do on a daily basis that actually put cash in pocket, right? Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be cash in pocket because valuement could also mean personal items. So my question to you is going to the basketball game with your son important? If I ask you that question, your answer is going to be significant yes, or resounding yes. I hope it's a resounding yes, because it is and always should be critically important to go to the basketball game that you promised you would go to with your son, right? That is a personal piece that holds tremendous value in your life. Therefore, it allots for time valuement, okay? MMAs are money-making activities that only you can do. Everything else is leveraged out. So now, if I take a sheet of paper and I go, everything that I love to do and is a money-making activity, and everything I hate to do in my job. And then I write down all the things that I love to do here, and I write down all the things that I love to do here, and I take a moment and highlight money-making activities, I can take a moment to figure out what I need to do with my schedule. So check out how easy this is. If you take a sheet of paper, you line it out down the middle, everything you love to do about your job and everything you hate to do about your job. You write all these things down. Then you turn around, you come and you go, okay, which one of these things that I love to do are considered money-making activities? i.e., example, making phone calls to past clients is a money-making activity. Okay, washing your clothes is not a money-making activity. Doing your dishes is not a money-making activity. Making dinner is not a money-making activity. Okay, let me get deeper because let's keep it business related. I just want you to understand that washing clothes, cleaning the house, all those things can absolutely be what we're going to consider leveraged tasks. Okay, this is something the cleaning lady does, the gardener does, I don't know, whoever, the chef does. You have a meal plan that gets delivered to the door. All of these things are not money-making activities. Therefore, they should be leveraged out. But Dave, I can't afford it. No shit. You're spending all your time doing non-money-making activities and instead of focusing on the money-making activities. When I have this completed out and figured out, I know what I can leverage, everything that I hate to do, I'm going to leverage out. I don't want to start trying to pretend that I am going to help myself be better at or start loving the things that I hate. What I'm going to do is look at the things that I love and I'm going to organize them. So the money-making activities, I will separate to the top. These would be my money-making activities. And then these would be things I love to do and handle on my own in my business without impeding on the things that I hate to do. Okay. Now, in my opinion, even if you love to do it, it still should be leveraged out, and all of your time should go into what creates value for you and brought here. Now, if you do this well, you can come back to your calendar, right? You could come back to your calendar and you could take the money-making activities and put them where they belong in the morning. Okay? Then you could take the things that you leverage out and put them somewhere around here, because this is when you get with your leveraged personnel and meet with them about where they are in the process. And then everything else will fall down here somewhere. And now your schedule is showing you spending the best time of the day, the time of the day where you have the absolute most energy doing money-making activities, then focused on working with your staff or third-party members, then finalizing your day with the other items. If you can schedule your calendar in this fashion, if you could produce this for yourself, you would be completely blown away what happens 30, 60 days from now. By the way, this is something that you have to commit to. You guys know the phrase, right? If it's not on your calendar, it doesn't exist. Therefore, it has to be in your calendar for it to exist. Our calendars in my household and in my coaching students and in my staff start with 5 a.m., wake up, right? 6 to 7:30, gym. 7:30 to 9, me. 9, calls. 10, meeting. 11, coaching. 12, prospecting. And so forth and so on. Now, if we take this particular coaching, this Freedom Achiever method, and we bring it back to the beginning, you guys should not be forgetting these things. I consider these things to be money-making activities. If you're fit physically and you're fit mentally, then it gives you the power, the confidence, the ego, the persona, the value in yourself to step out and go do these things. By the way, if you look at how much I've done between 5 and 12, we still got 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. We still got 5 hours of a workday that we can fill with whatever's necessary. I call this the follow-up time. If you're in real estate and you're prospecting, this is when you show homes. This is where you do listing appointments. This is where you do that kind of stuff. If you're in another business, this is when your appointments happen. See, the morning should be completely focused on making the calls to set appointments. Your afternoon should be 100% focused on appointments. Now, I know some of you'd say, okay, but I have clients that like to meet in the morning. Cool. Take one day a week, and flip the schedule. Make it so that the morning is set for appointments and the afternoon is set for prospecting or meetings or coaching or whatever the case is. Guys, there's no wrong or right way to schedule this, but I will tell you this. This is by far the most effective way. Not only do I practice this personally, but some of the highest level people in the world practice their situations, their calendars, and their schedules in this fashion. You have to get so ultimately committed and obsessed with your calendar that you don't allow yourself to mess it up, or anybody else for that matter. Imagine this. If I look at you and I say, Respect yourself enough to not allow somebody else to dictate your schedule. See, now I put it on you. This has nothing to do with everybody else. See, everybody else is on their own agenda. They're going to call you when they need you. You need to stick to your calendar and call them back when it's time to call them back. It's very simple to send a message. Hey, I'm kind of busy right now. I'll call you back. Hey, I'm in the middle of the meeting. I'll call you back. Hey, I'll call you back this afternoon. Whatever your auto reply wants to say, you can set it up. It's customizable. You can do everything with that, right? So if you respect yourself enough, think about that. If you respect yourself enough to not allow anybody to mess with your schedule, then you stay on schedule. But if you don't respect yourself at all, then go ahead and allow everybody to dictate your day so that you can be exhausted at the end of your day. You could be exhausted around here and have accomplished very little. What I am showing you here is to take all these amazing money-making activities and put them right up top of your day and get super hot with this. Now, one of the things that I like to do, and I may have said this before in the previous videos, but I'm going to say it again, every morning, there's definitely a workout. Every morning, I find 3 people to give gratitude to, right? And then every morning, I write the top 3 things that are most important for me to accomplish. Now, here's the thing though. Those top 3 things, like if I have like coaching you on my schedule, then these top 3, that's not on my top 3. That's already on my schedule. That's already planned. It's there. You and I are going to meet. We're going to make this happen, right? But if I have added things that I know have to get done by close of business today, for instance, today, as I'm recording this video, I have an event coming up in about 20-something days. I have to find sponsors. One of the top three things on my calendar today was follow up with the people that you sent your sponsor deck to, right? Great. So today, when I had a gap, I filled it with following up with those 3 people. It needed to happen before end of day. I can't close my book of business until these 3 things happen. Until I follow my calendar to the T and these 3 things happen. Guess what? There's always appointments that cancel, as by the way, right? There's always appointments that cancel. So as those appointments cancel, you can fill in the gaps with those 3 things that need to be done today. If you write more than 3 things, fantastic. But know that if you have a very strong and committed calendar, chances are you're going to have some follow over, right? Now, one of the tips that we've given in the past is if you have follow over, either have a digital board like this or get yourself a 3-ring binder. Go old school with it. Get yourself a 3-ring binder, fill it up with notebooks, note sheets, and create a to-do. And every day you go in there and you write your top 3, right? Let me erase this because that don't look good. Every day you go in there and write your top 3, okay? Then you write whatever else extra. And then you take whatever you haven't accomplished from the day before and transfer it over to this page. This gives you an opportunity to complete the top 3, any of the extras, and then the transfer stuff. If things need to transfer again, you put these bottom pieces in the order of importance so that whatever's going to get transferred goes to the next day here. This will allow you to hit deadlines. This will allow you to take care of yourself. This will allow you to follow a schedule to the T. But this is the definition of time management if you consider value to be massively important. So time management, time valuement. Those are my 2 big things. I strictly believe in them. If you call me and I am in the middle of something, I will not disregard what I'm doing to pick up that phone. I will be in you, with you, in your face, like rocking and rolling, making sure that we are doing our meeting, doing our coaching, taking care of our, you'll never hear me to say the words, hey, hold on a second, I got to take this. Unless it's my kid that has called me back to back 3 or 4 times, or my wife that's called me back to back 3 or 4 times, that just texts me 911 emergency, they all know that if I'm in the middle of something, I am not budging. They know it, right? And they also know that I have trained them to understand this. So now let's talk about this. Train your people. Yes, you're going to have people that are going to call you super late at night. You're going to have people that disrespect you early in the morning. You're going to have people that are going to be upset that you don't answer your phone calls during these money-making activity sessions, and that you only answer them back, you give them a call 45 minutes to an hour later, which is not insane, right? And you alert them and you tell them everything, but they're still going to be upset. For every one of those, here's my word to you. For every one of those, there will be 5 to 10 more that will respect you because you respect your schedule, and because you do things in a certain manner. And because you do things in a certain manner, you are going to hold a higher level of customer service, a higher level of respect for all the people around you, because you are capable of respecting yourself. Take that to the bank, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, this works. Figure this out for yourself. Get your calendar right, because if your calendar is not right, down the drain, ladies and gentlemen. Your calendar absolutely must be 100% right.